side of my craft room today, which is also, well, that's craft room. Straight in front of me is homeschool stuff. And I'm trying to do this while the kids and the husband and everybody are up and about. So, yeah, there will be background noise. But if I wait until the perfect time to do it, then, you know, that never happens. So, here we are. I think, first of all, everybody is excited to hear who the giveaway winner is for the last post. So, I always have to say this because one time I said, "Congratulations, Barbara," and there was like 20 Barbaras that entered, and they're like, "Oh, me? Oh, me?" I was like, "No." So the winner has been contacted. So if you know, you already know, but it's Andrea Wright is our winner. So that was exciting. She's gonna get a mystery box of yarn. And I have to decide what to put in it, but that is like the funnest part. So congratulations, Andrea. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to everyone else who commented as well. I love doing giveaways and I think people enjoy them too. So it's a win-win. I have a few things I want to show you. I am preparing for the Christmas mystery boxes. I know we just finished the autumn ones, but I do have so much fun with them. And like I said, I think everyone else has fun too. Honestly, they're not like even a moneymaker or anything, but they're just too much fun to pass up. So again, I think I'm gonna have a bigger one, like a jumbo box, and that one will be pricier, but it'll still have like, I mean, it will have tons of stuff in it. Like I have so much planned. And then I'm gonna have like kind of a budget one with just like a couple skeins of yarn and a nice notion and a treat. And one thing that I've been really trying to do is source stuff from like local people or handmade or that kind of thing. I found a lady to make project bags, and if you have ever bought fabric, you know that that's not cheap. It's kind of like yarn, but I'd say even more so now. I remember we used to go to the fabric store, I think that was intentional, and buy stuff, and it was like $1 to like maybe $5 a yard, and now it's like, if you ever go into Joann's, oh my word, it's like double digits per yard. But what was I saying? Yeah, so plus all the work that goes into each bag, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be pricey to buy them. But I found a lady locally in, I think she's in Columbia Falls, who she had some ready-made, and she said that she could make some more, so I'm really excited. I think those will be in the jumbo ones because poor lady can only work so fast. But and then in February, I had Angie from Angie's Everything Nice Bakery make us peanut butter balls to put in there as opposed to like some commercial candy, so that's exciting too. That's just a couple ideas. She probably won't do peanut butter balls this time. We'll think of something else, some surprise thing. But yeah, I'm excited because I want it to be like high quality stuff, local stuff, or you know, like small artisan kind of stuff. But I also want to keep the price at a reasonable rate, as always. I have been buying a lot of tea lately because Dave is my husband. He has been packing packages with me, which I think has been super fun. And he has insisted that every goodie bag needs to contain both tea and some sort of notion or thing. Although he said darning needles were a lame gift, but what does he know? Okay. So I've been buying all these different kinds of teas, and look, this, I didn't even know this when I bought this. What was the camera? This pumpkin is wearing a scarf. It's perfect. So perfect. Anyway, even though it is decaf, I mixed it with like just regular black tea last night because, anyway, I need it though. Okay, so I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do yarn work until like 8, and then when the kids got up, and then, you know, get them ready for the day, and then go back and do more yarn work, and then back with the kids. Ruben nurses like all morning long, so like he's almost now so that he hardly nurses during the day, or even at night. He hasn't really been. He nurses like from like 3 o'clock in the morning till like 7 or so. So I've been staying up late to clean and take care of stuff, which is not really like me, but yeah, that's why I need the caffeine in my tea. I don't quite dare do full strength coffee at that hour because I find it has like a delayed sort of effect, and then I'm sleepily sweeping the floors, and then I go to bed and my eyes are wide open. Speaking of that, I didn't mean to get it on a cleaning kick, although I have been on a cleaning kick. It's really weird. But so Briggs and Little bought me a Bissell Crosswave Pet Pro for a baby gift, which is an excellent third baby gift, wouldn't you think about it? For one thing, they're not very cheap, but also, like, you know, your third baby, you already have all the baby stuff, but you have 3 times the mess. So anyway, it stopped working, and I was like, well, there goes that. And I contacted them and expected to get like the runaround or whatever, but they just shipped out a new one, and it came the other day. So that was really exciting. That's not exactly yarn related, but okay. Another thing, I was happy anyway. They're not paying me to say anything. No one pays me to say anything. So sad. I got these, and I feel like they need an explanation. Like, if you just got this in a goodie bag or a box or whatever, you probably would be a little bit confused. Maybe not, but, and some of them look quite different. They're all different things, but I don't know if you can see, it's like octopus tentacles. It's a little fuzzy. And it's a ring, and it's adjustable, but it's meant to hold yarn. So if you're working color work, I assume, I've never used one before. I don't even know what, I guess your pointer finger you put it on? I don't know. I gotta test it out, but you can adjust it by squishing it. I really like the octopus, it's really cool. And it's supposed to like hold your yarn apart for you. So I do one color in each hand, so I don't know if you would need 2 rings and for color work, but I thought that was neat. But then some people hold the yarn in this hand anyway, so they use one of these all the time. I don't know. If not, it is kind of a cute ring, so that could just be a cute ring too. But anyway, the kids are playing with paper stuff. So I told you that I've been on a cleaning kick, and I've also been on like a throwing stuff out kick, because I am a pack rat. I always have been. And so I throw out like most of their toys, and they didn't care. Like, they were like, wanted to throw out more, like, here, take this too. And I was like, but that, but since I did that, they've been playing with like making their own toys with paper, and which is so creative and nice, and probably even messier than toys because there's little scraps of paper everywhere, but oh well, we love them anyway. So the other thing for those mystery boxes is I am getting some hand-painted yarn, hand-painted by my mom, of course, Homespun Girls, and I'm looking for a base that's nice but won't break the bank. I'm thinking like sock or something like that, and I'm gonna have her dye them up, but I'm super excited. So it was a big request last time to have a pattern to go along with the yarn that's sent in the box, so that's another thing to think about too, which means that it would have to be all the same weight that was sent. So I'm trying to think of a crowd pleaser weight, because some people prefer the thin yarn, that's all they work with, especially a lot of sock makers, like the well, not traditional, like modern sock makers, I guess, who use the fingering or sock weight. But if you're a rug maker, I think I've met like one rug maker that uses sport, but that's like with you'd have to have a super fine punch, and most people use super, and there's a few that use Atlantic, and there's a few that do use Heritage. So anyway, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm trying to think of a weighty yarn that'll make everybody happy. Some boxes I go through individually, like, oh, I know she likes this, or she's ordered this, or she's a rug hooker. But then sometimes I try to just go blind, especially if I get a lot of boxes. I just go blind and like pack up a bunch of boxes and then print off labels and slap, and then they're truly mystery. So anyway, it's fun either way. I think if you're the type of person that like doesn't like surprises, which I kind of used to be that way, but I'm getting a little better now. You're like, maybe you're a little bit of a control freak. Maybe the mystery boxes aren't for you. But if you like a surprise to yourself, then they're good for that. Anyway, I talk about them a lot. They're a lot of fun. Like I said, they're not even like big money makers or whatever, but they're so much fun. And after Christmas, I will stop bothering you for a while about them. Elsie's mad about something. So, speaking of the kids, there's a end come out of this. How did that happen? I crocheted that in. No, it's those magic circles. Magic circles, not magic loops. So controversial. Okay, so little Davy has never seen The Mandalorian. I actually have seen it, which I do not watch many movies or shows. I think that was the last show that I watched. And before that, I don't even know when, but my husband and I, we always like open up the streaming service or whatever and just click through stuff and then go to sleep. You know, that's our that's our movie night. Anyway, he's never seen it, but he saw like the costume and like it was just too cool to pass up. So he's being the Mandalorian. So I figured that Ruben was going to be a baby Yoda, which I'll have to link the pattern I used. I think the pattern was good, but this yarn was a little heavy. It's from my stash. I went stash diving for this. I don't even think it came with a label. It was a Martin's purchase. I think someone got it for me at Martin's. It's soft, but it's yeah. So the pattern was okay, but something went wonky with the ears. I feel like the ears are more like Bunny than Baby Yoda, but I think the point will get across. However, the only problem is you'll notice it's a little less pristine than when it first came off the hook because Ruben hates it. Hopefully he'll get used to it enough in time for this weekend, but yeah, he's not a fan. And it does have ties, so I can force him to wear it. Poor Baby Yoda. But yeah, so he's gonna be Baby Yoda. And hopefully he'll keep his hat on. I have a video of when I first put it on him, how he felt about it. And we pressed some cider too, that's in the same video. So that will be somewhere in the end of this video, maybe, if I can make it work. And it was delicious this year, by the way. We press cider every year and it can taste so different. I think, like, of course the variety of the apple, but whether the apple has dropped to the ground or whether it's from the tree or like how many frosts we've gotten, how warm it's been, that kind of thing. But it's kind of fascinating. We were a little put off at first because it was like really pale colored, but then it tasted so good. Sometimes it's tasted tastes like apple cider vinegar, but yeah, with no sugar it was really yummy. So I'm just noticing it's probably driving you insane that I have like 2 empty picture frames up there. What's that behind? Oh, my spinning wheels are behind me and my drum carter's over there. I told you I've been redoing my craft room and yeah, not everything's done, but that is one of my rug hooking frames. I have a 16 and an 18, and then I have my little one that I made. Well, Dave made it, but I'm not allowed to show anyone because he says it's poor workmanship. So, as far as my craft room, okay, so I took all my yarn off yarn wall and I decluttered a lot of it, but I'm kind of having a hopefully not midlife crisis about my yarn wall. I've always loved my yarn wall. It's been like my favorite thing, which if you don't know what yarn wall is, it's like a pegboard and I cake up all my yarn and I put it on there and it looks like a beautiful rainbow art installment. However, I've just been like my hand-painted yarn. I hate to take it out of the skein. And also I buy a lot of yarn now for giveaways. So I feel like once it's caked, it's like no one really wants it, or it feels like it's like secondhand or used after it's been caked. And then I started to worry about moths, which I've never had a problem with moths, but then I started thinking like about how devastating it would be if I did with my whole basement filled with yarn, and like, yeah, it started giving me panic attacks. So I got plastic bags, like the cellophane bags, and these bins. I'll go get them to show you. Yeah. Okay, so I got these, which I was disappointed with. It feels like everything that I buy online lately I've been disappointed with. Like it's always smaller than it says it's gonna be and lighter than it says it's gonna be, and whatever. I don't know if I like them. They don't really hold much. They don't really sit right in there. But I want the skeins to be covered, but I'd still like them to be displayed, like hung up on the pegboard. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for that, but I need to get everything back out because right now it's in garbage bags on my little bench thing, and it's so sad. I need my yarn wall because I like to sit under it, you know, and just gaze up at my yarn when I need to. You know what I'm talking about. So if you have any ideas. Oh, you can also see my needle storage that I was referencing. See that big black thing right there? That's my binder with my needles. Like I said, not very pretty. It's been functional so far, and it's a lot more condensed. I know that you, if you've been following me for a while, you remember when I had the buckets, which were super cute, super impractical. It does get kind of dusty over here too. Although I never noticed it on the yarn, but the wood stove is right around the corner. So I don't know. I'll think of something, but yeah, that's my sad news for that. I finished the Alaska hat a while ago, and I filmed a little video of me. I have this on a balloon with my favorite blocking technique here. I'm gonna try to do some technique videos. What inspired it was, which by the way, this is gonna be for me. It was gonna be for Dave, but it didn't look right on him. So I think because of the ribbing, like I made it like a little too long, but a little too short at the same time. So that, and I just kind of like it. And I can always make him another one, right? He's not a big hat wearer anyway. Okay, so I'm filming technique videos because I passed out copies. I got up, like printed up copies of the Heritage Star mittens, and a lot of people were confused by the different types of increases, which is funny because I don't know where I learned the increase. It's just something that I always did, and there must be a name, and if I knew the name, I could probably look it up and say, see, it's this type of increase, but I just call it knitting into the shoulder of the stitch, and that was confusing. So I'm gonna make little videos just showing how it's done, and then I think I can link those in the actual pattern and add them here. And the other thing was catching the floats behind the yarn, so for doing one-sided mitten. And that's another thing that I don't remember learning that. I just kind of, and maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe there's like a much easier version. Did you guys go get the baby?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to bring him here? Anyway, this is a hand-painted color, which I love. My mom did. And I just painted my doors a similar color too. Let me see that bib. Whoa!
He just woke up from his snack.
Just woke
Nap.
from his snack. Oh, he looks like he just woke up too.
He did just woke up.
Can you get me a wipe so he can wipe his nose? He sees himself. Do you see yourself, really? We all look like we just woke up. No, it's all right. I can hold him.
No, I want to.
Elsie, your hair is wild and free too.
No.
Okay, let me see. Elsie. Elsie. Oh, he's clapping. He's not going to clap when I do this. Okay. All right. There you go, Ruben. He wants to look at himself. Hey, can you clap, Ruben? There's Davy.
Peekaboo.
Ah, Davy, you're going to knock it off. Ah, Davy.
I want to get.
You can't, though, because you're going to knock it off. Okay, let's get all the snuggles out of us, and then we're gonna talk about yarn more. Okay. Davey, what are you gonna be for Halloween? Oh, you're gonna knock it off.
I'm gonna be a bunny. I'm gonna be the Mandalorian, which is here.
All right, go play, you kids. Go play.
Okay.
Go play. Go play. Go play.
On the floor.
No, I'm gonna hold Ruben for a little bit because he just woke up. He needs to be held. All right, go on. Go play. Okay, we need to talk more about yarn. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna make these mittens for myself with white. I think they're gonna be super cute. And let's see how. So in the middle of the night, the other night, I purchased yarn, which is not really a good time to make purchases in the middle of the night, but it was from Hobby, which I've never used before, but I know they're like a big, pretty sure they're a fairly big company, and I'm pretty sure they're in the UK, somewhere across the pond anyway. And they had this yarn, and they had this picture. I found out later that the picture was from a customer, and they didn't know the pattern. I was like, rats, because the yarn is called Metallico, and it's like super shiny, like it looks like metal. And the pattern was a cowl, and it was just a stockinette cowl, but it was ruched up on the side. So after they told me that they didn't know the pattern, I figured I would look one up, but I didn't find one. I'm thinking that what it needs is to be sewed on a sewing machine, like the ruching was that strong. You see, like maybe tucked and gathered. Who do you see? You see that baby? I think it needs to be like tucked and gathered and then sewed down. I mean, you could do it with yarn and a darning needle, but if you have a sewing machine, why not? However, okay, so I started to do this, and I thought I would make cowls maybe for like my sisters for Christmas. I'm like woefully behind on Christmas knitting. I don't even know if anyone's gonna get anything, but we'll see. And I really don't like working with the yarn. Like however, I should have known this. It's like, I think it's like 8% wool and the rest is like polyamide. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. However, it's beautiful and it was very cheap too. And they had like a 10-ball discount. Like it was like $1 off per skein if you got 10. So the first one I opened was this. This is a rose gold, which looked a little different, but again, I'm not blaming the company because it was like 2 a.m. and I was not thinking through my purchases. But Elsie loves this one, so I gave that to her. And then look at this. This is so pretty. Look at that. So metallic, so shiny. The blue. And there's more. There's more, you guys. I have like 40 balls of this. Oh, that was the other thing. I thought, oh, those are teeny balls. I'm gonna have to buy a lot, and a cowl only takes like 4. So, and look at the green. So shiny. So very shiny. And then, lastly, I got this silvery sort of color. Like you could seriously make like chainmail out of it. I mean, I don't know what you would do with that, but you could. It could be done. So that was my middle of the night purchase, and I probably will do something with it eventually, but you know how that like acrylic kind of stuff, it just like sticks to your needles and kind of squeaks. I think a lot of people use wooden needles for that reason with high like plastic content yarn. The boys are playing over there, and I think Daddy just dropped Davy. Oops. But yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that. It'll probably be stashed. Maybe it'll be, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I can give some of it away, but then I just told you that I didn't like working with it. But it's beautiful, and the finished result will be really beautiful too. Okay, so we're starting our book club on the 30th. Hopefully I get this video published by then. And we're gonna do a quick little book that is a murder mystery. However, it's very wholesome. Like, it's not gory or gruesome. And Ruben, it's quite the change of scenery and pace from what we've done so far. But then I started to think, like, how many books about Maine will someone who's never been to Maine really want to read in their lifetime? So this one is set in New Jersey, and it's like New Jersey, I guess, like suburbs. I don't know. I'm not familiar with suburban life. So, but I think that's why I find it entertaining. Like, then the main character, she's like a little bit of a busybody, but which if you're like living that in your life, like maybe you wouldn't want to read about it, but it was really lighthearted. It's not like a stunning work of literary achievement, but it is just a good fun read, and it's really quick too. Like it was 7 hours on audiobook, but the woman was reading fairly slowly, and the estimated time to read was 3 hours. Don't put your finger in his mouth. And I think I got to like 60% in the audiobook, and then I just decided to read the rest, and I read the rest of it in an evening. So it's not a complicated read, and I don't know if we'll really need more than like 2 weeks to read it. I also am not like assigning a knitting pattern to go with it, only because I know a lot of people are crunching to try to get stuff done in time for the holidays. So yeah, that's my plan for that. That starts October 30th. It's on the Facebook group Maritime Family Fiber Books and Wool. You can drop in, drop out. You don't have to participate in every book that we do. It's just for fun. Not right now, buddy, okay? I'll show you everything. And I think we have a good time. We have a lot of giveaways, at least, so like I said, I really like giveaways. So that is coming right up. I don't know what the date is today. I think it's the 26th today, maybe the 27th. Okay, all right, I'll see. Go on. I'll see. Supposed to be on camera. Okay, look at my list here. Oh, I haven't shown you the stuff that I got at the festival, which I actually didn't get much yarn. But I got all kinds of cool stuff. It's been like a lifelong goal here. Oh, why is it wet? There's something wet on the table. I got a hoodie from Matterroot, Maine, and look at it. This is the back. It's so pretty. She makes like, oh my word, so adorable. And the material is like kind of thin and like soft and LT. Okay. I think we're nearing the end of our productive time here. So, and I think I hit everything. I'm gonna sign out and leave you with a few videos of what we've been up to lately. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, we're going apple picking here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Whoops, I haven't got it in the shot. Oh boy. Oh, did it. One-handed apple picking. These are beautiful trees on the farm. Wolf River. Mom's been here, picked a lot of apples off this already. And then there's also a lot on the ground already. You better get to picking. Make us some applesauce. And some cider. So close.
Mommy, can't bring that down. Bring that apple for me.
Okay. We're off to find the cider apples. That one didn't have any apples this year, Elsie. I had like none. That was our biggest one last year. This one has a few, but let's go over here to the biggest one. Or not the biggest, the best.
Are you taking a video?
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys.
Oh no!
We should put dirt in those holes.
I try to. Must be a sinkhole or something. Here's the good ones. Okay, we're making cider so you can get the drops or you can pick them too. These are the sweetest apples. Get lots and lots in because we're making cider. Still a few sunflowers clinging to life back here. But it's definitely fall now. Those are yellow with just a smidgen of red over there, but they're kind of sour. And then these ones are beautiful. Very pretty. Good job, you guys.
Look, this one one's like a fresh one.
Yeah.
Take a bite out of it.
You can. What do you think?
Tastes fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is packed with apples. This is definitely
Dan, I don't know if I'd drink out of that. Don't get your fingers on there, Davey.
Three apples. Thrown in after I just took a bite.
We'll pasteurize it.
Bang is really get going. Bang is just gonna all come out.
Is it getting full, Elsie? Here, let's switch out the jars.
Yeah, let's switch it out.
Switch out the jars.
Alright.
Alright, move it.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, don't spill that, Davey.
Oh, this one.
Davey, can you stop, please, honey? Because I don't want you to spill that one.
We have a jug.
Come on, Mommy made you a nice hat. Come on, Ruben.
Hi.
Put it back on. Put it back on. Show everyone your hat. Yes, so cute, so handsome. No, Ruben. No, baby Yoda. Ruben. Come on.
Come on.
He's touching it out. There. There you go. So cute. So handsome. No.
He doesn't like it.